Frustrating. I know Bob Kraft is very frustrated that he hasn't been able to get no cheese out of Tony yet. No cheese. They haven't been able to reduce any cheese curds, no cottage cheese, no whole milk. A whole lot of blibber, blabber, and gibber, you know what I'm saying? And they went in Tony's wallet and he had Nardo's identification. You know, they pulled him over, you gonna get a ticket. Some girl said, "This is you, is this you?" He said no. And he pulled out a license and there was a Mississippi State Trooper and he said, "My name's Nardo." He said, "Are you sure your name's not Tonio Brown?" And he said he was sure, like. And he pulled off, like. And the state troopers are still looking for Nardo, AKA Emmett Till, to this very day. And I get my hands on that nigga for coming through here with Dominic. With Dominic and Brian and Dominic and Brocky and Brockers. I'm gonna beat his ass. See what I mean? But see, these are the things that Antonio Brown and Eva Longoria, you know, these are the challenges. Well, Eve, she was looking for a real serpent that can talk to her in the ear. Is it true that the Lord said you can't do this? You know, she was all shy and timid and stuff, all moist and embarrassed. Is it true that the Lord said you can't do this? Yeah. That you can't put your tongue down there and clean that plate? But you said, no, my mom and dad, when they go to Longhorn, they leave half the meal on the plate. We leave it on the plate, we'll leave it, goddamn throw it away, put it in the trash can. Give it to somebody that's poor. It's leftovers. We don't clean the plates. We don't take no doggy bag home. My mother and dad taught me better than that. And the serpent said, is it true that the Lord said that you would be deaf, dumb, and blind if you didn't lick this plate? Can you smell how good it is to lick that plate? And I'm trying to tell you, ladies, for some reason, the scriptures of Antonio Brown, they're not holding up. They're not holding up in the Jewish jury of his peers. Some people say somebody's lying. This is not a Jewish jury of peers. These people ain't going nowhere. These people are gay as hell, just like Apple computers. They're gay just as like Tim Cook. Somebody ain't going to heaven. So why are you telling us we can't party and look at all this shit you doing? You see what I'm saying? So therefore, Antonio Brown, he's in shambles. And I wouldn't walk across his roof, you know, because he's single now. He's living the single life. And they took a picture. They said, it ain't no picture you want to see. They said he was injured real bad. I'm telling you, look just like looking under shingles on a roof, baby. Just like, you know, everybody in Pittsburgh, Terry Bradshaw, they all dealing with that. Being no burger, no meat in your burger, Impossible Roethlisberger. They dealing with those shingles on top of that roof. That's why people, they want the Mexicans, they let the Mexicans get up there and get it. They can eat them soft tacos with all that shit on them, and they don't even affect them. Oh, man. But in case of Tonio, Get Her Done Brown, ladies, and Dominic and Brian, and you see, they dealing with eczema, lady. I'm talking about beyond belief. They dealing with some eczema that you can't believe. And because of it, they'll put stuff in your food because they dealing with it. But thank the Lord, when you go, he said, you don't have eczema. Somebody put something in your food. Thank you for letting me tune in. So I tell you, for the people that's dealing with McFarland Boulevard, if you're really dealing with McFarland Boulevard and it's really a travesty, I'm going to take the keys to your Mercedes away from you. You're going to need to get you a Hyundai Sonata or an Accent, you know, so you can get down with AGT and see how much talent you got with that Hyundai Accent. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody that's dealing with salmonella and E. coli, they not living the single life. No, you're living the Terry Bradshaw life. You're living the toupee life. You're living the tour life. You need something to put on top of that. And you joke on other people while you in the sun with your toupee on. I say, because until they see you take that toupee off, they don't have to know that that's a lace front or a Raina or a lace, you know, or Megan Reagan or somebody in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? Or Keith Chief or Chief Shun or whoever's trying to take advantage of people when their air has ran out, you know what I mean? But I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to see some lace front, and it wasn't a weave. And when I tell you how fat and thick that lace front was, I went bananas for this lady. When I tell you it was just that many bananas, boing, I'm talking about they just fell out of the tree, lady. At first they had a little noose around their neck, and then they just had a growth spurt when I seen that lace front. I went down there and I was like, oh, baby. And that lace front started talking. She said she was tired of being alone. She was living with Al Green and those grits and gravy. And she said she can't really just let it down and let it all bang out. She said she can't. She said she's tired of living that missionary Baptist church life. All those clothes and FDS powder and faking in front. She said she wanted to do it like those white sororities. When they haze, they really haze, baby. I'm talking about a nudie party, baby. That's why a lot of people say, you're not going to believe me, that they say that the white man has evolved, because when those other fraternities have a slumber party, they got on turtlenecks. When I tell you they got on more clothes, like turtlenecks, hats, vests, belts, boy shorts, leg warmers, tennis shoes with their logo on it. You see the tag on their car, you can see it from the space station. Looks like the Great Wall of China. Damn, who's that frat brother trying to flash me from the space station? His tag on the front of his car is bigger than any billboard on the planet. And see, that's the difference. See, they say that the white man has evolved from his primate state. And when he take his clothes off, you can get right to it. You can get right to the artist. You don't have all that lace front and all that press on and all that hair glue, and hold on, let me put some foundation. I seen one lady, she had some real clay on. She said, I'm going to use your phone and say that my name is Taekwondo, and I'm going to use your money in your bank account to help my family. You see what I'm saying? And when you seen how much foundation and Play-Doh and buttocks and Botox, like, man, it's a whole lot of goddamn cottage cheese in there. I'm trying to tell you, it's a whole lot going on. So, that's why a lot of brothers, they put their life on the line to spend 10 or 15 years with a white girl. They know they're going to be in the tree. They know they're going to die, a freak accident. But they say it's better than all that fake stuff. They put their life on the line. They go out there and they Emmett Till. I'm tired of living with this Jezebel. I'm tired of putting up with this cartoon character. I'm tired of this Bozo the Clown. Looking like she's at a Ronald McDonald goddamn raising money for muscular dystrophy. Lord, when can you take all that makeup and all that hair weave and all that Botox? You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people will deal with skinny mini because that's skinny mini. They know there's nothing else to it. There's nothing you can take off and put on in the morning. And so that girl can't get in the swimming pool. She says she can only put her toes in the pool. The white girl goes all the way to the bottom of the pool. It's not, she don't have any glue that's attached to anything that says, don't let pool stuff get on it. So you can't take no real, you can't take that wet picture. You can't take a wet picture with these girls because they got a whole lot of add-on. You know what I'm saying? You can't put no chlorine on it. You can't bleach it. You can't put no H2O on it. So these are the things that a lot of people are doing. I'm not saying you're dealing with it or I'm dealing with it. I'm just telling you that it's trending. Yes, it's trending now on Google. I don't know why it's trending. They say that, sometimes when you go to Bathroom and Beyond, a lot of stuff is in there that's not real human. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff is artificial and some stuff is, unfortunately, Bradley, yes. Some of it comes off the roof in the house. That means that it's not real. That is genetic out of sin. You know what I'm saying? It came from sin, lady. That's what it came from. But I tell you, lady. But yes, sometimes Terry Bradshaw and, the Pittsburgh Shingles, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes they can't afford to get a real human Remy 100% Brazilian virgin real human hair. Sometimes they got to get the original sin that came off the roof of your house, just like Terry Bradshaw and the Pittsburgh Shingles. unfortunately. So I'm gonna tell you, so the girl, she calls down there to Mike Tomlin, and she said that Tonio has something he wants to share with you. A picture of this. Oh my Lord! When they seen that picture, they said, mother can't even love that. When they showed his leg, lady. Oh my God, lady. When they showed that leg, they said, you're not going to the wellness center. You're going to real rehab, baby, trying to think. You're not going somewhere where people are getting healthy. You're going to the hospice with that leg, baby. So they've been taking on a roller coaster ever since. So sooner or later, what I'm trying to tell you is going to be a civil rights issue. So don't pay attention to the we shall overcome. Let's get back to the Arby's of it. We don't want to talk about no we shall overcome and all that white folk, black folk. We're trying to see how long have you been raping this girl with that bad leg? You shouldn't be raping or rapping. Chance the Rapper, Chance the Raper, whatever your freaking name is. You shouldn't be tangoing with nobody with that leg looking like that. I'm talking about for real, man. So it's not the fact that you did something that she said no to. It's that your leg was in bad condition. Just like Terry Bradshaw. You know, it's very bad. But they fired Terry Bradshaw? No, but that's not the point. Because Terry Bradshaw was more honest than Tonio Brown. Terry Bradshaw has his real identification. It says Terry Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying? He's not rolling through Mississippi with Dominic and saying that, you know, that he's somebody else that he's not. And that leaves this man rest of his life where he has to be Emmett Till. And you and Dominic are living wild and free and young, you know what I mean? So these are the things that people are focusing on. You know, it's nothing wrong with being slick and clever. You know what I'm saying? You just have to deal with the consequences of being slick and clever. When it's time to face the Reaper, you know what I'm saying? Face him. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to say that you're going to get your lawyer and you're going to fight these allegations. If you've been banging the girl, you've been banging her. It's either or, man. Either you banged the girl or you didn't. You know what I'm saying? And for 3 years, I know you just wouldn't goddamn. I know that those tapes that I saw with that bad turkey leg, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at your turkey leg now. That is real, lady. When you took that ace bandage off, which is really a number 2 bandage, but you know, just like Tonio Brown and Dominic, they went to ace instead of going to Tua. You know, where you lost your championship. Won't you get back where you came from? I tell KD that all the time. Won't you go back to Oklahoma? You know, you're trying to go somewhere where people established and saying that you're the man. They still looking for you in Oklahoma. You see, in Garnett, they looking for you in Minnesota. What are you doing with the Celtics? What are you doing going somewhere where you can steal a championship with somebody else's identification? You know what I'm saying? All I need is you to be here. All I need is you to respond the right way while I got my recording device and I got somebody to notarize this shit while my realtor is here. I don't give a damn if you meant it or not. You see what I mean? And see, that's what I'm trying to tell you, like. See, it's things like that that a lot of your children, they're not DeMarco aware about. They're not aware of it. That you quit for undisclosed reasons. And now you need the money again. And by any means, YMCA area, not X. By any means, YMCA. If you got to get out there and do the village people and Gill's Village and go from here and there, Smiley Court, Cedar Park, until you get your point across, you got to find your niche. You got to find a situation that you can exploit to say that we're going to overcome. And this heinous stuff has to end. And see, in those situations, people won't focus on all the stealing and identification theft. They're going to be looking at this terrible situation that you're in currently. We're not talking about the past. We're talking about right here, right now. Now, you look down at Tonio Brown's leg, it don't look good. It don't look good. But you're pouncing on it. That don't mean you're not going to stop pouncing on it for that money. You know what I mean? A lot of women pounce on things for the money, lady. It's not how it appears.